we go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Tal'Daram Altar, the preferred holiday destination for all Zerg. I bring you the one and only Xlord. He is from Team Meteor Makers. He is in the red trunks, and he is playing Zerg to the northwest. Versus his opponents from Team Liquid, I bring you Haypro in the blue trunks. He is playing Zerg.
Our Liquid hero spawning is a bottom right position against Xlord on the top left. Once again, cross position. Haypro probably going to be quite happy about that.
Looking good for him, certainly. If Haypro was looking for that longer macro game, then this is the perfect position to be in. I said it will take a very, very long time, and it does discourage that Roach offensive. They end up so far away from the home base, and it's very difficult to reinforce, especially with a lack of speed.
We are not going to be seeing any Roaches in the early game, and CVC probably going to be transitioning into a lot of Roaches in mid and late game, though, if we ever get there.
We shall see if that actually ends up happening. CVC. I have to admit, it's not one of my favorite mirrors, but it isn't PvP, so I suppose that's a start.
Yeah. I don't think it's anybody's favorite mirror, especially for casters, as you can almost only be doing play-by-play, as there are not too many mind games going on.
That's absolutely, it's pure play-by-play and basic mathematics. It's how many Zerglings did this Baneling just kill? And it usually is nothing but that. There's very little you can analyze about it, really. Great for me, not so great for other people. It's a shame to call it that, but I suppose you could describe it as maybe one of the dumbest matchups in terms of what you can say about it. You can't really go all that in depth on it. To the point, actually, where Morrow claimed that it was a fairly luck-based matchup and he will not be playing it anymore.
I'm very grateful for Morrow to be doing that, because that means less CVC to cast for me.
Yes, it's absolutely fantastic. It really, really is. And his ZBT, as it turns out, is pretty amazing. I don't know if you had a chance to see his first game in the Shoutcraft Invitational Finals, but he played a 45-minute game on Tal'Daram Altar as Terran, and it was incredible to watch. And of course, he won that one.
Absolutely, and also taking on Laluch 3-0 in the WCG Swedish finals, defeating him 3-0 in the TVC. Absolutely fantastic stuff.
Oh, he hasn't forgotten his tricks, and people had said he was all about the 5-Rax Reaper. They're evidently wrong. He actually goes for a very heavy upgrade style, usually Marine tank, but he mixes it up a lot, and he keeps his opponent guessing. He's very adaptive.
Very smart player indeed.
Haypro right now with the spawning pool on its way up. Both have decided to expand, of course, on this particular map. Why would you not?
Haypro being a little bit slower in his pool, but having a little bit of a stronger economy.
See the difference right there? It's a difference of 3 drones for the moment. There are more coming up for Xlord, however, and Haypro is pretty strong production right now, so he can get his initial 2 queens out, start his speedling boost, and of course grab the Zerglings. And once again, Xlord going for that earlier Baneling nest.
Not sure if I like it too much, even ending the spine corner now, being completely blind, just assuming his opponent is going to be aggressive and trying to bait his opponent into just winning a defensive game. But however, if Haypro reads it right, he can just out-drone him, out-macro him, out-tech him in many ways.
We'll see whether or not that works out for him. A speedling upgrade well on its way for Haypro. He's going to have a good 30-second or so window to attack with that. So whether or not he'll be able to do much with it, that's more questionable, but we will find out. Xlord looking fairly strong in his economy right now. He has caught up to Haypro quite nicely. A couple of Zerglings into the base of one and only Haypro. Scouting information. That's a nasty little Baneling morph he's got going on right there. Did Haypro see it?
That is a very scary move, and Haypro's queen is head-rolling. Zerglings coming out now, but they are not actually aiming for the Banelings. He has to be very, very aware of what's going on now.
Haypro streaming into the base of Xlord right here, but it should be shot down very easily. Here come the Banelings looking for it. Oh, it's a good economic detonation. He takes 4 with that, so that's given him the immediate economic lead.
Definitely a nice move by Xlord and a little bit of a blunder by Haypro, but he can come back from that easily.
Oh, absolutely. It's very, very, very easy to build drones as a Zerg. In fact, all the other races are really bad at building drones, so I've been told.
More Zerglings streaming in now, and Xlord does not have enough to defend, actually. This could be a game-deciding move for Haypro. He will be able to take out a lot of drones in return.
It's very, very possible right here as we see Haypro streaming into the base right here, and he's denied mining entirely. That's a great play there by Haypro, and an additional engagement coming in right here. Haypro attacking on 2 fronts. He's forced Xlord to pull all of his drones.
And the pool is being under fire now. It will go down in any minute. And only a few Zerglings coming for the defense. The pool is actually going to be going down.
Haypro's pulling off the line. He needs to take that pool down immediately. That's a massive move. That's absolutely crucial right here for Haypro.
In the meantime, he's losing on Overlord in the natural, a little bit of a blunder, but he's still not supply blocked. 2 Banelings out for Xlord now, chasing down the some Zerglings, but beautiful micro by Haypro. Target firing 1 Baneling, only losing a few Zerglings.
Going for the quick engagement right there, trying to bring down that remaining Baneling. He's got to do that before he detonates the rest of them. And, oh, he's ducking and diving and dipping and dodging. He really, really should be in dodgeball, ladies and gentlemen. But Xlord cleaning up, but he lost so much in terms of his economy because he's not been mining for this base for ages.
Absolutely, and he's also down to 1 queen, not gonna be able to reinforce to a second one. His lava check will be a little bit behind. Zerglings are streaming out for Xlord now, but he will not be able to reinforce his army either, so Haypro really far ahead now.
Yep, he's got a 7 drone advantage right now, and Baneling's now accompanying Haypro's force. He rolls out once again, looks for the quick engagement right here, and a little bit of a detonation. He took 3 Zerglings, not the best engagement I've ever seen, but it's certainly good enough, and it's given him the numbers advantage as Haypro streams all the way back across the map, picks off another, and now looking for another attack. We've got an Evolution Chamber coming down the front. There is a single Baneling waiting there for a little bit of a welcome party, but as you can see, Haypro with plenty of Banelings to back that one up.
Definitely gonna be coming in there very strong with 9 Banelings, and now Xlord is finally able to reinforce his army, getting 20 new Zerglings, but will it be enough to actually hold against such a massive number of Banelings?
Looking for Baneling on Baneling action right here. The best counter to Banelings is Banelings. There's the detonation. A couple taken out, but it's not too bad right here. Baneling versus Baneling, and all the Banelings now gone, and Xlord is able to deal with that quite nicely and repulse that.
Not the best attack by Haypro, but at least taking out the queen, and Xlord being down to 0 queens, only relying on 2 hatcheries now, so there won't be a lot of units coming out for him.
You see Haypro streaming across the map right now. He needs to avoid those Banelings. The micromanagement is good. Sweeping around, trying to get some access to the mineral line. Of course, Xlord doesn't want that. Quick engagement right here. Haypro is able to deflect most of that. That's 1 detonation. Another Baneling coming in right now. Haypro is doing a good job of staying away from them. The problem is he's not even able to do any damage. He must take that Baneling out. If he can get into the mineral line. Right now, it's far too much of a threat to go near. There it is, there's the detonation right now, but Haypro's only got 4 Zerglings remaining. Is he able to take out some good units? He is, and once again, Xlord is going to get forced away from that mineral line, and the income is very, very apparent.
It is very equal for both players right now, but Haypro is far ahead in tech. He's adding roaches now, and as soon as you hit roaches and Banelings, you really don't want to be sitting on Zerglings and Banelings only.
Haypro with a few roaches streaming across the map right now. Yes, as he said, that roach upgrade is very, very late, and Xlord is going to have problems dealing with this. Regardless of the slow reinforcement speed right here, Haypro should be able to attack with a sledgehammer kind of approach and bring his opponent down. There's a second spine crawler coming up, which could be threatening. We'll see how many Zerglings that Haypro is able to bring in. Of course, morphing them all into Banelings as well. This could be a nasty combo, and Xlord moving to intercept as quickly as possible. He needs a bit more firepower. Those roaches taking some damage. He's able to snipe off just a few and drive Xlord away from the Banelings.
Actually only taking out a single roach while the second one survives with 5 hit points, only 1 more hit by a Zergling. Banelings streaming in now, Xlord doing a nice job sniping Banelings with Banelings once again.
Yep, Baneling splash party going on right here. There are only 3 Banelings remaining, and Haypro really needs to take those hits on the roaches and not on the Banelings when it charges in there. And there he goes. He goes in first on the spine crawler right here, and the Banelings sweeping past. There's the detonation. He takes out 1 spine crawler, not able to take the second. Xlord looks for the surround right here on those roaches. Good damage coming in, and roaches getting shredded right here, as you can very clearly see. Xlord with a solid defense right now.
Absolutely. Haypro actually has no reason to keep being so offensive. I'd like to see him retreating and just droning up, getting attack advantage, because he's still far ahead of the game. But if he keeps losing so many units in his attack, Xlord will be able to go for a comeback.
Yeah, Xlord is catching up quite nicely on the economic side of things. He is at 29 drones. His opponent is at 31, which is pretty damn good. And you see Xlord with a few more Banelings at the front. Haypro with a very strong looking push coming in right here, however, and more reinforcements streaming across the map. That is a lot of roaches coming in. That is 12 roaches backed up by Banelings, and the roaches will go in first to try and pick off the Banelings. He picks off 2 Banelings before they're even able to do anything. That's very nice indeed. So now he's just going to get his attack angle right. He can pick off the Evolution Chamber if he wants. That at least will give him a wider front to attack on. Here come the Banelings. He doesn't get the detonation.
Not doing too much damage there. The 3 spine crawlers are up now, so Haypro would be very wise to not attack there.
yes, that's going to be messy if he decides to go for that. Evolution Chamber coming up once here to try and complete the wall off. Haypro going forward, he needs to be careful not to be surrounded. He has brought in reinforcements from the back. There are now a good number of roaches, at least 17 by the looks of it. And here we go, Haypro streaming across once again. He does have 26 roaches on the field. He needs to get good Baneling splashes right here, otherwise he's not going to get all that far. There's the Baneling detonation, and a second wave coming in. An Xlord not moving, that's a critical mistake, and Haypro charging his way forward. He needs to bring in the reinforcements, he's got to bring down the spine crawlers as rapidly as possible. Spine crawlers taking a hefty toll on Haypro's force. Xlord is pulling off the line, and Haypro still not able to break him.
However, more roaches are coming in for Haypro now. Only one spine crawler remaining, a second one coming up now, a third in production. A massive amount of roaches for Xlord. The Evolution Chamber goes down once again, and Haypro still not being able to break Xlord, but he is down to 21 drones against 35.
Yep, that's a critical economic advantage that he can no doubt exploit, and there's the engagement right here as Haypro gets in just a little bit too slow. That was not a good flanking maneuver at all. Haypro's going to find himself outnumbered very severely right here as Xlord goes in for a heavy attack, cutting his way through Haypro's forces very easily. And at this point, Haypro, I think, really needs to mass up properly and not go in small groups.
Absolutely, I don't understand why he keeps doing those little tiny attacks while he could just go for tier 2, get speed upgrade, and completely overwhelm Xlord.
Yeah, if he was able to get Mutalisks out, for instance, right here, that would be absolutely brutal. Xlord has very little defense against that. He's only sitting on a single queen right now.
Single queen, and still it's going to be damaging his economies quite a lot. Not being able to actually inject lava on both hatcheries, but well, he's kind of going forth and back with one queen because he saved up a lot of energy, which is quite smart. But now healing his spine crawler, not being able to actually deal with both hatcheries anymore with a single queen.
Yeah, that's problematic for him. Xlord looking to redeploy a good defense. He's looking to make this Baneling proof. The problem is that Haypro does have a lair on the way up, and he will have, of course, at least a 40-second tech advantage over Xlord, perhaps even more than that, since Xlord is having to play so defensively right here, and of course he has an economic disadvantage. It doesn't look like he can get the tech that he needs to be competitive.
No, it doesn't look like Xlord has any plans to actually get a fast lair now. Now he finally adds it because he knew he had to go for it eventually, but he wanted to delay it as long as possible to get a little bit of chance to drone up once again.
And you know what, it's probably not going to work out for him, honestly. There is a very real possibility for that lair to, of course, go straight to a Spire, which would take Xlord apart. He has no defense against that at the moment, at any rate. And of course, there's the upgrade possibility as well.
I doubt Haypro going for Mutalisk anyways, though, because I've never seen him use Mutalisk in CC ever in at least 5 months. So he's probably just gonna. Oh, he's actually going for Spire. So
I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, he decided he has actually gone for Mutalisk. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't use it an awful lot in ZVZ. I haven't seen it, but right now there's the situation where he could actually exploit the lack of anti-air that Xlord currently has, and of course a lack of preparation for this. He's been putting a lot of his minerals into spine crawlers as opposed to Spore, and Xlord also has no scouting information right now on that